It's Prince Night on Dancing with the Stars. Elaine is going first. I loved it. I didn't see anything wrong with it except for the arms on the Shanae turns, but everybody in the entire competition has done the same thing. That's been frustrating me, so I'm not even going to count that. I would give it all tens. I think Carrie Ann is going to say something about the foot leaving the floor like she always does for lifts. I don't know if this is a dance that technically allows lifts or not, but if it's not, I feel like she's going to say something about that and give it a 9, but I think this dance deserves tens. She got all 9s, which I do not think she deserved. I thought Carrie Ann might do the 9, but she did an amazing job, and for them to say their only critique was they wished it looked like it wasn't so easy, that's the opposite of what you want in dance. I don't get that critique at all. Alex is next. Because they were so hard on Elaine, I'm going to say some critiques, even though this is an amazing dance so far. She's throwing her arm away instead of hitting it. Same thing with her leg. There's been a couple of like flicks and like an attitude behind her in the beginning where it just felt thrown away. It felt like it wasn't hitting the exact mark that she wanted to hit, the exact line she wanted to hit, and just kind of trying to get there and go. Like rushed, maybe. I'm being very nitpicky. That was very good. I think they need to give the critique to her that they gave to Elaine, though. So I'm going to give her a 9. I think a better way to put it is that the dance was wearing her. She wasn't wearing the dance. You know how people say that about outfits sometimes? That's how it felt while she was dancing this time to me. So the judges all gave her 9s except Derek gave her a 10. I'm not sure where Derek was coming from because even the other judges said they saw her making mistakes. It wasn't as clean. Yeah, well, it's rigged. Whitney's next with the cha-cha. I'm pausing it. It's interesting that Mark decided to do the beginning so slow. I thought it was going to be like double time, but this is slow and that's really hard. It's really going to show the technique and any mistakes in it. I'm excited to keep watching. I'm loving this choreography. I'm loving her technique. She's lip syncing too much. I don't know if they choreographed that into it, but she's lip syncing the words and it's very distracting. But the dance, 10 out of 10 so far. That was so fun. 10 out of 10 for me. I loved that. Carrie Ann is saying, I don't want to see it be difficult now. And she just said, I want to see that it's difficult for Elaine. Doesn't make any sense to me. It's rigged. Whitney got 2 10s and a 9. I thought it should have been all 10s. But okay. Dylan's next. I don't think there was enough of him dancing in this dance. I think it was a wonderful dance. I don't think there was mistakes. The technique looked great. I just don't think that he had as many dance moves to learn or as many steps or as much to do or as much difficulty as any of the other dancers so far. So I definitely give this one a 9. Listening to their comments, I do not know proper tango technique. I was a modern contemporary dancer and did some ballet. So professionally, I did not ever get paid for any sort of ballroom. This is not something I'm trained in like that, other than just like a couple months here and there to do something else for some other dance or performance. So them talking about the heel leads and him not doing any at all, I would probably give this an 8 then. But I didn't know that, so I guess I'm going to stick with my score originally because I don't know what I don't know. So yeah. I feel bad though, because that sucks for him. But he didn't do the right technique, you know? They got all 9s, but the way that the judges were talking about it, the judges definitely should have given him 8s. I just think that the judges have a lot of favoritism towards men and they give them nicer scores. They're not as hard on them as they are on the girls, and that sucks. So yeah. Jordan's next. I love this dance so far. I'm only pausing it and giving a tiny critique that I can see her looking over to see what's coming next. Like, ooh, like just for a second she's looking at her partner for a little reassurance, and that kind of takes you out of the dance a little bit. I'm going to say that deserves a 9 out of 10. They all should have had 9s out of 10. Dylan should have had an 8 out of 10, and Whitney should have had a 10 out of 10 so far. That's what I think. I'm surprised I missed the timing issue the judges were talking about, but they still gave her all 9 out of 9, and I think that that's pretty good. Robert is dancing next. I think he's my favorite to win. I'm really excited to see this, and I only say he's my favorite to win because I think he's the only one left that hasn't had dance experience before this, which is what I thought the show was supposed to be about originally, and it's more fun and exciting to watch him get better when he really didn't know how to dance in the first place, if that makes any sense. That was so fast and so good. I say 10 out of 10. Do I actually agree with the judges for once? All 10s. He totally deserves it. It's Elaine's turn again. That was so good. That reminded me that I thought her first dance totally should have had a 10 too. This deserves a 10. The last one deserves a 10. She should be getting all 10s. She's doing amazing. That was so good. She got all 10s and she totally deserves it. Alex is next. I love that one too. That one gave me goosebumps. I love that so much. 10 out of 10. Like the beginning, that was so beautiful, so well done. I love the choreography on this one, and she just nailed it. Alex totally deserved all those 10 out of 10s that the judges gave her. And Dylan's going next. I loved it. He did a great job. I think as soon as the troupe came in the second time to dance with him, his energy went down. You could kind of feel everybody hitting it harder than him. And then it didn't really come back up again for me. But I loved the beginning, so I give it a 9 out of 10. The judges also gave him all 9s out of 10. Whitney's second dance is going next. She is such a good dancer. I feel like I saw a couple little hops, and I also feel like I saw the strain from holding the position, the frame where her back is arched. Her arms were beautiful and flowy, but it didn't come from her back, from her scapula. It felt a little bit stiff in that area. But that's just because she's such a good dancer that you can kind of nitpick the tiniest of details like that. So I think I'd still give it a 10 because that was just really good. I'm not the only one that noticed that little hop. She just sort of like lost her balance or something for a second there. So I'm glad that the judges are noticing that too, because I feel like a lot of the time, especially Carrie Ann, is just sort of missing the point. But she got it. I totally agree with the judges giving her 10s and a 9. I think that was perfect for how she did for that dance. Jordan's next. That beginning pose is so cool. This is gonna be good. I do not know how she is fitting all of those flicks within like one count. She's just with her, like, she is fast. I'm not sure if that lift towards the end went exactly how that they were hoping it would go, but the setup did seem like a little bit messy. Like they're like, okay. Like if you ever see in dance somebody like sets up a turn and it's like takes a deep breath, it just sort of takes you out of the performance aspect. I still would give that a 10 out of 10. She got all 10 out of 10s. I'm tearing up too. That was so sweet. She totally deserves it. I'm so glad she finally got a 10 out of 10. I'm still so mad they didn't like her contemporary that one week. That totally deserved all 10 out of 10s, and they were just wrong. And so I'm so glad that she got her 10 out of 10s for all of them. She really, really deserves it. Robert is next. That was so good and so passionate. He was talking about he was nervous about having that kind of energy with his partner because they feel like siblings, and he did an amazing job. 10 out of 10. Everybody gets a 10 out of 10 from me. He got 2 10s and a 9. Let's find out who's going home. Okay, Julianne, you could have worded that differently. They're about to reveal them, and she likes to say things how it is, I guess. Whitney is such a good dancer, but she peaked too early, and I'm so glad Jordan's in the finale. I'm so excited for next week. Oh my gosh. Okay, I feel bad that Whitney went home though. I feel bad. She's a good dancer.